Experience of living based. Yeah, so it's predicting mistakes in administration. Welcome to Kenya. Where we do exciting. So I think what I can see is some people have left this front benches here. I don't know whether they are for you, or you're expecting visitors, expecting other people. No, they are free for us. But it's very useful. We want that the people who come late feedback come late, right? So we give them this first. It is so. But that would mean that they interrupt our sessions. So what we to ask us to do is just get up and take the seat right in front of you. You set until there's no seat in front of you. Yeah, there's no reserved seats. Okay, take the seat in front of you until there's no seat in front of you. Yes, and if you're still serving food, please feel free. The food has, I mean, assured that the food is free. You don't need to ask to pay for it. So, and if you are watching your weight, it's the time that pays no attention. Okay? Well, it's really happy to say something about eating for teenagers, and we used to tell everybody around us that we do not get food, we only get tired of eating. Okay? So if you're not yet tired of eating, please, food is ours, we get to enjoy it. So please don't tell the back, let's fill in the controls so that the people who come will be able to usher themselves to the back. My name is Chris Odongo. I am one of the experts here at the Sandbox. I'm the strategy expert. I lead an organization called One International. I'm here to talk and represent Odongo. The host for this. I have a job there at all days to see them, but since we have this entire physical setup, so I hope you will with us till 7 p.m. Others have very fun. Always excited.
Someone that has been.
There are some folks who are joining us online. I did tell you to move to the front seat, but if you're joining us online, please close all the other doors or windows and give us your full attention, especially if you have WhatsApp on, please close it. You're not allowed to go to Facebook to tag us and to make us famous, but yeah, give us the attention. We try and include you as much as possible in our program. Today we have about 50 participants so far online, moderating. So guys, just may you be watching, you'll be famous. Be on TV. So if you ever wanted to be on TV, today you're on TV. Okay? Good. So I should move your paper. I should turn to your neighbor and tell them Karibu on my behalf. Karibu, right? And since one of our hosts is from Uganda, please start together neighbor and tell them where they are. So when that is the Ugandan greeting for employment. That's what I was told when I was to organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure to welcome you to today's event, where we are going to be showcasing amazing entrepreneurs from all over Africa. We are right here in the capital city of Nairobi, of Kenya, which is Nairobi, and you are at the Sandbox. Sandbox, very SMEs from our Sandbox. We got the virus just because it's easier and more fancy. There are no virus, and it's more in cheap and in line with all these things about startups and maybe short guys will consider moving the code so that that's now. Yeah, I don't want to answer the virus. MS and who can pronounce words anger ill faith. Belt anger will belt hunger will. Unga is for unga. And in Kenya, we do have what we call unga politics. And for every election, the price of maize goes up and it's made, and then it goes down because of subsidy. And then immediately after the new government has been swapping the subsidy, and the price goes up. So if we remove the virus of hunger, we have some. Hopefully, we will not have hunger anymore. Those are the lecturers. How do we get rid of hunger from? So, and that's because we will be showcasing, we will be meeting, we will be engaging. So we want to have fun, and because we want to have fun, I like people to interact with itself. And before I invite our CEO and co-founder to give us a quick overview, I want you to do a quick introduction. Up to your neighbor and tell them one thing we've done for the last 10 years contributes to ending poverty. If you are joining us online, please type once in the chat. What have you done to contribute to ending poverty? Alex, you can type of this information today. Our participants can join us in that conversation. Practice. And engaging conversations. Can you give a proverb? Can you give a proverb? Charity begins at home. So what I've done to end world hunger for the last 10 years is make sure I've never hunted. Thank you. I'm just joking. Pretty good pleasure to invite my co-founder, Jordan Minamo. Please come and give us your opening remarks and welcome people to our amazing home. Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Good. We're very excited to have all of you here.
My name is Jeremy Amo. I'm the CEO co-founder of Sandbox. The space you're at today, if you've not been downstairs, there is more. That's where the village really operates from. Sandbox is an idea we built over time, just to ensure that we bring under one roof different professional services that can help SMEs grow. And a large part of this was actually informed by our own experience of how many mistakes we made and how much money we lost trying to build businesses. That we put together people who can help you avoid the same mistakes and help you just build much better structured businesses from scratch. So today we have 33 growing to 35 different non-competing professional services under one roof. You can see some of them are here. So indeed, you can see our legal person is there, you can see the person that does web and systems design is there. Who else am I missing out? Our sales experts is here. So you can talk to them as they come in. And yeah, so we've been running yesterday was actually on 100. So we will hijack this and make it our and we'll tell people we have many guests about that. But yes, we have, yeah, it's a pleasure to really host. Let me just get WHH. Let me not even try and like being particular. We come up with a name that would say. But it's not the first time we actually interacting with people from the team companies and we have a federation on the project and the data and integration in our. That's it. We have a WhatsApp and Shona, we are also connected. So thank you so much for being with us here and for collaborating with us. Just invite to the community. One of the things that I'm always very aware of in a room like this, that there is so much value in this room, but all of you are just looking at each other and you know, that they're very similar. You know, that one is, but in interaction with people as we see in the leadership model, everyone has so much value bringing to the table that when you interact and you talk, I am sure so many people will start from here. So many collaborations will happen. So many great stories will start from this. So don't waste this chance, make the most of it, make great connections, and then let's go ahead to change the world. And as you know from Sandbox, we are always believers that building a global business is not a fix of anyone, can be done for anyone in the world. We as Sandbox are looking to go global, we already have many conversations going on around us. And with everyone here building a business, you can work that journey with your family. So have a wonderful afternoon and we look forward to the rest of the day. All right, so for the finance in the house, what does the word Shona mean? Stitch or amen? Sha. Okay. I said for the tenants in the house, tenants is shared. So Shona means polybuilder. Shona. And I think that's what Shona is trying to do. No, get people to Shona. So let me invite John to give us his opening remarks. And so that we can keep going, right? Are you getting there, anyone? You want me to extend these opening remarks so for a bit longer? Or you want to get a reverse sooner? Sooner? Okay, so lucky. I really need. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your amazing welcome to the village and our amazing rebrand, Krishna. So very forward, you know, rebrands are very expensive activities, but we just don't want to. But thank you all for joining us today. As we showcase the age social enterprises across 6 African countries. Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Sierra Leone, who are all really interested in doing this in their countries. My name is John Kirochi, or with our team at Sean. we are proud to be working with WHH in this program, proud to be working with ANSA and Sandbox we can showcase all of them. So Shona, we are based in Kampala. We help interviewers with the businesses. We started Shona out of the belief that and seeing the power of integration, seeing how much transformation we can make to our economies and to our societies. So we will show that to build as many successful businesses as possible. With the goal that if you have more successful businesses, you create wealth, create jobs, you increase access to quality products and services that people need. A part of our work is the idea around business, because we can build well-run businesses in this part of the world that are positively beneficial societies. So good businesses are very core part how we operate. But today is not about short. Today is about the age business, like the short. Today is about all of you that are with us today, that joined us today. Given us your evening. It's so humble to have you last year, and thank you for joining us. So I'm going to take the back of this.
Thanks. Thank you very much. That remark, Joachim, and this is now the last remarks, right? Before we meet the entrepreneurs and give you the showcase. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that you must know is that in the global arena, it is international collaboration that is able to help us bring people from the north, from the south, from the west to the east, able to work collaboratively, able to attack the biggest and most pressing problems. And today, when you look at the most pressing problems, it's hunger, it's disease, it's poverty, and one of the best answers to any of these challenges that are pressing is entrepreneurship. Because through entrepreneurship, people are able to innovate, people are able to create new solutions, and people are able to, more importantly, create sustainable solutions. Did you know that research has shown that one of the greatest contributors to taking malaria out of East Africa is mosquito nets? Yes? Mosquito nets? Anti-malaria drugs? Malaria vaccine? Yes? No, none of the answers. It's actually economic progression. People could now afford houses that have proper windows and mosquitoes can't get there. They could afford to sleep under mosquito nets that they can buy for themselves. They could afford to buy drugs when they fell ill the first time. And so economic empowerment actually led to the reduction of malaria. So when people engage in trying to promote economic development, it's when they're engaging to promote the most, to solve the most urgent problems. So I'm not the one giving the other remarks. I'm just adding my voice to what I'm very passionate about. Let me invite the head of innovation at WHH, that's Florian Landau, I think I got that right, to come and share with us some of the background and why this product, this program is so important, so urgent, so needed. And like all the other speakers, it's going to be worked so that we can use. I hope you didn't learn anything from my mother. What she got my way. I want to tell you that just as a contribution, right?
I will try my very best to do so, because we're all waiting for the private entrepreneurs and innovators. They will present to us. I would simply tell you that I'm incredibly excited to be here and representing Bert Funke, WHH. And I would like to briefly tell you who we are, what we do. And I want to do this to also maybe find new partners and allies for the mission we have. So who are we? We are an NGO from Germany. We are 60 years now, even like we had our first day in December last year. And we are all in for zero hunger on this planet, because we believe it's a scandal that millions of people are still hungry in a world that is full of this world. And so the mission we have in Zero Hunger by 2030, and we are working towards it, and we believe it's still possible. But maybe you might ask yourself why is the old German NGO out here essentially banned our social anti-collective business? The thing is that we are very proud of what we've done in projects and programs over the last 50 years and are still doing. It's very impactful. We've seen this, and the number of people in Hungary got down. The achieving zero hunger by 2030 is really possible. And what we're seeing now is going up again. More people are ending up in hunger. The world is like going crazy. There are crises and the climate change coming in and all the problems. So we think we have to do things in a different way to even, find new solutions to this massive challenge. So in alignment with this classic programs that we are doing to fight hunger, we look into innovation and social entrepreneurship now. Because we believe this innovative approach, we can bring this conflict down. And I'm presenting here the innovation we are all over the place, colleagues from different countries. And what are we doing now? What have we started doing 6 years ago? There are two major things. The first is to support innovators, people having an idea that should become or could become an impactful product or service against hunger. And we help businesses for one to support them, the alliance them to really grow and be impactful in this. We do this very specifically in these fields that you see, which is in alignment with our mission at the So it's agriculture, nutrition, the big field of water, sanitation, and all the skills development and economic development. And digital solutions are all part of it. One thing that we believe we can really bring in is the magnitude of our operations. So you see the yellow spots. It's where we're doing the health operations, and they've been countries already where Margaret is contributing in collaboration with country programs. At this point, I'll give hello to our colleagues in the Kenya program for the children. This is our country arrangement, and this is a strength because we are present in many regions. And one important thing is our organization operates in rural areas where vulnerable communities are. So there, we believe we can do an impact. And this region often there are no other common goals or not present, especially in the business. We see that these are regions where people do not invest because it's more complicated or risky. And we believe we can make a contribution with our strategy to really support soft spots where it's especially difficult, maybe not long last. Many of you might know this methodology to operate as a unit along the innovation funnel. So the incubation part really helping product development with a lot of creativity. We have clients, there are partners that we support. And then we're doing this with methodology and support this network. So really important to find good partners, helping the businesses, the entrepreneurs that we are supporting. And then also we would like financing. Of course, all the partners and institutions that are in for that, and we also together with our capabilities and technology partnership. And the same comes for the second part acceleration. So when a social business is there and it needs to go, we can come in to really keep it alive sometimes and then help the business to be impactful as possible and scale. We think companies with innovations across borders. And you see some symbols here, for example, the enterprises which are our partners in different stations. We will feature that, and we're really grateful and proud to have such clients and for businesses we can work with. And you will see examples of what they are doing and help after I finish here. And I will be short. Please have a look at the people in my team. We are a small unit, it's 11 persons currently. Some of them are here. Maybe please put yourself up to you. So if somebody wants to make the network. We are a small team, but we have a big mission. We want to achieve and implement positively and the life of 1 million people within the next 2 years. So this we cannot do only with a small team. So if there's anybody in the audience here physically or online with money, always welcome, happy to talk. We really need to find any profits. If there's somebody who thinks, hey, I have capabilities, I can align with you and you can join with me, reach out. And especially if there are innovators or social businesses that say, well, I would like to be partner here and work with you on this mission of zero hunger. If get in touch, we will be happy to see how we can support you. So, without further ado, I hand over to you this to really see an example of what this can be.
Thank you very much for keeping it very brief and for keeping it and making it concise, right? We need to take a break, right? No, we have food. You're eager for the showcase? 2 years later, copy the program. So I'm the one who has the program. I'm the one who has the showcase. I'm the one who has the mic. Oh my goodness, it's immense power. So I think I want to go to where does this Welsh country come from? Which country? Germany. Okay, I want to go to Germany. Okay. It's a nice place. Okay, so I want to go to Germany. How about? I want to go to Germany. Let's go. By all means. We first go to how many African countries? How many African countries are we going to today? 8, 6, 7. These guys are not telling me usually. 7, 5, 6 African countries, all right? We're going to go to a tour of 6 African countries before I get my ticket to Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, in not alphabetical order, not country order, I think it is in no order whatsoever. I'm trying to figure out because I'm seeing alphabets, no. Country, no. Numerical, no. Gender, no. So it's just random. Okay, so we have entrepreneurs, we will send them to you randomly. So don't order in which they come. That's what I'm really trying to say. Doesn't mean anything. Okay, it's important to do that because a lot of times when we're showcasing entrepreneurs, there's an award, and sometimes the person who comes last is number 1. In this case, not so. It's just random. We're showcasing all the entrepreneurs who made it into the cohorts and made it through the program. So they're going to be coming one by one, and we're going to be giving each one of them 5 minutes to talk with us. Is there a microphone around? Okay, very good. All right, please pass it on. Good. So the microphone that is not here on stage is going to be for questions and comments. All right, question and comments. So 5 minutes of presentation, and then 3 minutes of questions and comments. Don't just ask questions, make comments also, which means we'll have 3 comments only or 3 questions only, and then 2 minutes for the entrepreneur to respond, making for a total of 10 minutes. And how about his timing? Just so you think that you can game the system. No, you cannot game the system. Remember, this is like this jam train. You arrive in Mombasa at the appointed time. Very good. So now for each entrepreneur, this is just because you have examples, and I have the mic. Yeah, for each entrepreneur, one of those comments is going to come from an expert. The samples is a collection of many experts, and I can see some of them here with us today. So one of those comments should come from an expert so that you can build the village. Because at the samples we say it takes a village to grow a business. And the expert be on the land. If you don't put your hand up, I will call you. You have to make a comment because you're an expert, right? As experts. And you're not experts for saying. Very good. So the first entrepreneur is none other than hailing from the country of drum rolls. Yes, hailing from the country of Zimbabwe. Yeah, where dollars are really dollars. I hope I still have my job. Who's going to fire me? I want to go to Zimbabwe. So, yes. So there's a company called ABC. It's run by an entrepreneur called Varman Mushoriwa. Let's give up. Thanks for the video. Every week, a big round of applause. We comes. Timer running.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. Good afternoon, all of you. Like already introduced, my name is Varman Mushoriwa from Zimbabwe. I run a social enterprise called Agricultural Business Center, which is housed in a little town. It's about 350 kilometers from Harare, our capital city. Okay, so basically, ABC is a social enterprise targeting alleviating poverty in Gokwe. The population in Gokwe, most of it, is living under the poverty line. Agriculture being the main source of income, and we are trying to promote. Okay, I'm looking at the presentation. We are trying to alleviate poverty through agricultural activities. Our markets, we are looking at 350 smallholder farmers in Gokwe. These smallholder farmers have so many challenges. They've been coming from a very long distance from the main capital city. They lack access to agricultural inputs. Obviously, I said because of distance, affordability, because of poverty. They also lack access to viable markets. When they produce, they have to sell. Someone has to sell for them. And many times, it's the middlemen who actually pay these farmers very little money and get away with their produce. We have agricultural information, which is also not easily accessible by these people. So ABC is offering agricultural extension to the smallholder farmers. The 350 smallholder farmers that we have, ABC is currently working with 10,000. We have a target to reach 30,000 by 2025. This is our model. So we offer contract farming to our smallholder farmers, and we have a structure that we work with. We provide agricultural inputs, we do extension services, access to market, and also we do a lot of processing. I will walk you through the model. So this is actually a cooperative of farmers that we came up with, and these farmers have ownership in the social enterprise. They are also shareholders. It's amazing when farmers have ownership and they have that sense of owning a business. So there's a lot of collaboration that goes there. They have producer group, so the model works on the goods. These farmers are model in goods. They produce the goods, they buy the goods, they sell the goods. We run and you can show that this reduces smallholder farmers. Our buying from the wholesalers, the seed companies, fertilizer companies, chemical companies, and also break it down to smallholder farmers. Extension services across the different value chains, and so many companies are also coming forward to produce different value chains again. And recently we have a big contract to produce chips. These are our off-takers across the nation. Most of them are actually manufacturers of stock feeds, mildew, sunflower oil, and other products. ABC on its own also does, like I mentioned, processing. A day we are processing around 500 liters of cooking oil. It's cold-pressed sunflower oil. 8% of our processing is sunflower oil and sunflower oil. 20% is peanut butter with mango dry and also vegetables. What differentiates us with other competitors is that our farmers are co-own the business. There's sense of ownership there, a lot of commitment. We also have a contract farming model, which most of our competitors do not have. They just buy randomly. This is also a community-based project where the aggregation centers across the communities is the distance that they have to walk to actually sell their crop to access inputs. So the aggregation center actually a vehicle to cut the distances. We offer support to farmers. So our model is from farming communities straight to the market. We pay farmers cash US dollar. I get the US dollar comment here. We pay cash in same paying cash US dollar is a big plus. Our traction, we started in 2019, 2020. We had a turnover of 252,000 USD, working with 2,200 farmers. We had also a turnover, monies that we made in the farming communities, 81,000 USD. 2021 increased to a turnover of 538,000 with 4,500 farmers and 297 paid the farming communities. 2022 increased also to 596,000 USD, working with 6,500 farmers, and we paid 330 farming communities. Our traction, this is our growth plan. So we aim to currently we are working with 10,000 farmers under contract farming. We also have we are targeting to increase that to 15,000 in 2024 and also 20,000 in 2025 to grow the revenues to 800 in the current year 2023. We aim to further grow it to 1 million 2024 and 1,500,000 2025. Our ask is we want to actually impact more farmers because the demand is high. More and more farmers are asking to be part of the social enterprise. And to do that, we are asking for 350,000 USD and 71% will be part of working capital to aggregate crops from the farming communities. 20% to strengthen the capacities of the smallholder farmers in their communities, which is the cooperative, and also 3% into marketing, 6% into operating costs. This is the team. It's across different departments, marketing, finance, and field operations. Thank you so much. These are my contact details.
Presentation, comments, and questions. All right. Microphone. There's a microphone.
Hi, Amanda. You're doing amazing things. So just a comment, an overview comment. Maybe that investors care, but we're not interested in the nitty-gritty of how much you need each year. We just want to get an overview of what you're doing. And then that would be nice to start with. So you start with your elevator, which is someone asks you an elevator, what is ABC about? That's what you start with, and then you move on. And then my question is, I want to question, how are you adding the 350 farmers that you will have yet by 2025? And are you planning? Yes, you can tell us if not, why not?
Okay, thank you.
So 2 more comments, the questions. Yeah, the back.
I would like to know how you supporting the farmers, particularly in this day and age of climate change. Given that you are with it, and you probably will have time contacts, and the weather, the climate really affects that. So how do you ensure that the cost of supply is, planned?
The last one from Sambo's experts. The last question and comment from Sambo's experts. You can be.
Thank you for a very interesting presentation. I think we need to understand what you mean by the farmer, by profiling age, and in terms of crop. What are you doing for the staple crops? You may be so focused on the cash crops and staple crops. How is that doing? Yeah, so that biodiversity is not lost in the process of working caring for the environment as well. Thank you.
All right, so the entrepreneur will now respond to those questions and comments.
Thank you for your questions. Thank you for the comments as well. I will start by responding to the issue of the number of farmers, the growth. At the present moment, what is actually keeping us low is the capacity to handle a lot of farmers. So we have farmers right now across the country who are calling us. We are just on the other corner of the country, but they are calling us from all corners, wanting to produce with ABC, to work with ABC. And the challenge in Zimbabwe is actually access to markets. And any organization that offers a solution that becomes quite a demand. So in terms of growing the number of farmers, we are actually being limited by resources. In terms of, I'll take your questions there. In terms of actually working with the climate change, that remains a challenge. So we are just lucky that our region hardly faces droughts. And most of the value chains that we work with cuts across the horticulture, the field crops. So yes, we are just there. I don't know when this climate change in terms of drought then hits us, that will be a setback. But it's something that we have to think about. Should it come, what else do we do? We have a few irrigation systems, structures that we are working with. But in terms of sustainability for this smallholder farmer that we are targeting, it's something that we have to think about. Are we going to offer a bore? Are we going to drill some bores? How are we going to offer the water supply to the smallholder farmer? So I'll take Mama's question.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's have a seat. So that I know, guys, I know you're thinking the MC is taking the mic away and we are enjoying it. I think I have to really be very strict with the time, otherwise we'll be able to get to enjoy all the entrepreneurs. And how about your most timing this entrepreneur? Please, because we need all the entrepreneurs to speak. How that is my boss, let me be careful. Ladies and gentlemen, our next entrepreneur, guess which country? Kenya? This is how do I describe this country? Let's just say our entrepreneur is Saulini. That's a name from South Africa. You're close. The Bantu language. That's Malawi. And the entrepreneur is called Jacob Kumwenda. So let's give a round of applause for Jacob as he comes in the event. All right, so Jacob, you will need to stand here so that the people online can see, and then the audience can also see the slides.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jacob. So our solution is so the we have an interest in spreading Malawi. Yeah, but we have left the issue of saying what's the new so for this one, for this enough, then the dependent and the thinking of the stuff who goes around to give them on the good sense. So the in about the access and the markets. The challenge is you have one station officer to be in-house and farmers, which means it for farmers to access these services in a year, 6 months to get more. This means to some challenges that we have. So now the challenges where the access to the market is the challenge for the small farmers, and also access for an issue. With this gap, some people are currently to separate the gap even from with all these products, we will be getting all those challenges. It's somehow enough. We have the market rates where farmers can sell their products. We have the population how they can move their productivity. And we also have the prices. So these prices are able to compare. It is temporary. Part of the price of the so that the regulatory decision and that will follow the commodity of the sale. So this is the solution that we are offering to the farmers. In terms of content, we are not very cheap, but because we the content one that is we also them. So we are increasing the advantages to get the demand of the farmer. So we are not going to we're something from the that's an app which will have information through the sort of business so that we can take this service for a long period of time. There is a little address of money for $1 million. So we feel like it's not enough. We can take it on the so that we can keep on activities. However, we are not alone in the space. The government also involved their app a year ago with responsibility. Also out the app from operating the trusts, also offering services to the farmer. Also have an app for water treatment. That one is very specific for we have all those features in the common offline functions, different languages, and all of people of our privacy. That makes us unique in the marketplace, which is backed up by the commodity exchange. We also try to give farmers enough to where once they somewhere they want us to post that for but when these are saying together, we're not actually be tested to farmers. So most of the farmers in Malawi are saying this, or they also something like that. So we go to the but the results how to do the result of videos, the amount of things, all those things that are possible farmers. We have 3 remote travel tests. So this one will this space where I'm there look at the things which are also inside as if really the context. Also offer access for webinars and also the education and our transparencies being delivered to we actually the one in class now we have to we started with the 360 farmers give comments on the products that now we have about the thousands. We have quite about stated partners work with the village and things of farmers and the
all right, thank you very much. Please continue the stage. You still have questions and comments to answer. So other people also have questions or comments. So let's see from the room, questions, comments. Okay, over here.
I think one of the questions I was having was when you look at the platform, you see you have farmers and then you have a commodity exchange. So who are the people who are on the commodities? It's individuals, it's organizations, in that marketplace. And then from the 51,000 to 50,000 pieces we're talking about, how is that split between farmers and users in the marketplace?
All right, next question or comment.
Thank you very much for the invitation. I just want to find out now that it's stated that most of the farmers are self-literate. Is there an opportunity for you to share some of this information through SMS, or does it have to be in the forms? Because the challenge is very different.
Okay, the last comment and question from the gentleman here.
How do you make money? Is it for subscriptions, or what do you, how does the revenue come in?
Thank you very much. I know we now respond to these questions.
Thank you very much for starting the last one. So as I was mentioned, we have the platform where they do those their contents and also that we and their addresses. So we are starting to that we want to have some individuals put the content in the app. And also there are also failures to how they are answer and we are not really a challenge where smartphone television carries also. So we are training the government education officer, but the farmers system on the app. We also have a call center. We still have a one to understand more data go out. Is also what the government where we support the government exchange. So they have this where for the farmers that do not have access to the smartphone, nowadays and message how the United States.
Let's give the Malawi. Well, our next entrepreneur hails from a country that is rich in its heritage. The colors red, green, yellow. Hey, sawa basi. Who wants to be a millionaire? That's BBTC Mandefro Tagele. Let's give a big round of applause. All right, we stand right here.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mandefro Tagele. I came from Ethiopia. I lead banana plantation culture in Ethiopia. In over 50 million farmers in Ethiopia, they lack access of quality and improved seeds, and also farmers they access traditionally produced seeds. They use yield in 50%. So BBTC utilizes the technology that is the plant culture technology. It's a great technology that is why for implement in Ethiopia to improve agriculture sectors. That is this technology, we multiply the things of a year, not limited. That is artificial and controlled environment we produce seeds. The other thing is we can display things by this technology that promotes this heat. The other thing, this technology is breakthrough. That is why we multiply the leaves for period of time in high volume. The other is to conserve some crops or plants that are vulnerable to climate. That's another advantage of system production. This is how to multiply this character. First, we bring X plants, which is now improved, and we insert into initiation, then we multiply in multiplication stage, and we go to enrolling with UI using the artificial media, and then transfer to the greenhouse, and then deliver to the customer. Addressable market in Ethiopia is more than 50 billions. There's injecting farming, so market is not an issue in Africa. That is over $15 million. There is a market potential. Competitors, there is a competitor, there is another two cultural companies, and individual producers that is produced traditionally. And by UBTC Max. Now, our product is highly unique as compared to traditional produce certificates. And another case, because our certificates pass different stages. So we get a clean and highly unique certificates. The other is the location of UBTC. More central and multiple place, so that is by we sell our products for regional customers, individuals, government, and cooperative partners, and investors. And next, we sell to small departments, house to house, countries, or partners. Traction. We see the revenue, the growth in 2021 has reduced down because of internal competitive, but production is increased. Our ask is 500,000 USA for improve on laboratory, to invest in laboratory equipment, to control different crops, and operation costs, marketing and advertising. This is our team. There is general manager, finance admin, and production that we have operated. This contact us now our address. Thank you very much for listening.
Still have 1 minute, so you might have more questions. Questions from the audience and comments. Please make sure you stand up, tell us your name, because we have people who are joining us online and they also like to participate. If you're online, please also type your question in the chat. We shall now start taking 1 question from the people who are online and 2 questions from the people in the audience. Catherine, you said your question, right? Yes, Catherine.
Good afternoon. My name is Anina. I think I'm a sandbox expert. I'm studying in Java, but I'm asking an agricultural question. Thank you for the presentation. And being that I'm a farmer, one of the problems we have with climate tissue culture is how are you able to trace your products after it's started to those working so that you can collect data, know the traditional method and your tissue culture, how to compare the data. Because banana is one of the things that without data, a lot of things that I should buy your tissue culture, and yet I don't know how to do it.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle and I am passionate about entrepreneurship. And so, number one, I did talk to expand, not at Sandbox, but expand. you don't go selling house to house. That is a very bad idea. Use technology, find someone here who can help you with use technology to increase your market share, because smallholder farmers are people more than the NGOs. And then, yeah, I think my comment would be my question. My question was how you get farmers. You said you go door to door. Please don't do that. It's wasting your resources. So make sure, even if you're going to text people, there's technology that exists out there that if you collect numbers, then are able to collect your data, it will also help you find.
Right, thank you very much. Is there a question online? No question online? Okay, so we have a question here, Catherine. The last one.
No. My name is Juliet Andrew from Agritech Analysis. And my question would be the sustainability of the model. It's good, I can see in the very good nursery, and I can see given the climatic conditions that we're currently in, and you're taking this from Nepal and taking the propagation, and you now taking it to the farmer. My question is how much does the farmer gain from it? Are they able to take care of the crop, sustainability to grow it, or do we now face another waste in the process? Because I think it is a very good model, but I would like to know now the full process. How does it get to farmer? Does the farmer actually reap the benefits out of it? Thank you.
Thank you very much for your questions. This is something where we show only using spinal culture, and low environment in our low so this is that. So tissue culture, we multiply sleeves with our variety. That is the biggest advantage for investors who invest in the agriculture sector. We use the way variety. The farmers do not get the way of variety. So we are collecting data. Distributed the funds to the banana. The farmers give good promise, good yield. So before distributing our products, we have nursery side and university side. How farmers learn from our products, then the farmers take the product away. The other case is how to raise our products outside customers. Next, we develop a platform to face those farmers. But currently, we assess the market is able to tracking us. We have market outlet, that's the implementation sites. When farmers see sell the products and they get interest, so we deliver the product. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All the way from Ethiopia with an amazing product. Right, very good. So our next entrepreneur is our next entrepreneur is from a country that I'm very particularly proud of. And guess which country? Remember, my favorite proverb is charity begins at home. So it's Kenya. Lillian Carter running a company called Toothpick Kenya in Kenya. So Lillian, stand right here.
Hello everyone, my name is William Taka. I work with Tupi company in Kenya. We are based in Western Kenya. So Tupi company works with smallholder farmers who are affected by striker weeds. Striker is a parasitic weed that affects cereal crops mostly in Kenya. It's found in Western Kenya. So in Kenya, it affects over 340,000 hectares of land. In the whole of sub-Saharan Africa, it affects over 40 million hectares. So as striker weed can cause a yield loss in cereal crops of 20% to 100%. So, okay. Okay, this is a representation of a crop that is from a farm that is being tested with striker and another one that is treated. So Tupi company came up with a biological solution, biocontrol solution that is called Kitawiki. So Kitawiki is used by farmers during the planting stage. So Kitawiki, it is designed for use by smallholder farmers. Okay, from 2014 to 2015, we did a proof of concept trials in over 500 farms in Kenya. So the results from the trials proved to that the product Kitawiki resulted to a yield increase of 56.5%. So in Kenya, I mentioned we have over 340,000 hectares of land that are affected. This roughly translates to over 840,000 acres. So for Tupi company, we put this as an addressable market worth $4.03 billion. So what are the farmers doing currently? So the farmers who are affected by striker weed, they either go for the traditional means, which include weeding, uprooting of the striker weeds, or they go for the chemical means, and also a technique called the bushmore technique. So when most of these techniques work, and some of them are proven effective, our solution has an advantage over them. It kills the striker seed in the soil. It also, which results into reducing the striker feedback in the soil. It also has a residual effect in the soil, which means that once it's used over time, it will reduce the striker weeds and completely eradicate them from the soil. So this is a trial we did last year. These are control plots, and this is the treated plots. You can see the infestation. This is the striker, the one with the business model. So we work with village inoculant producers. We call them VIPs. So in a region of 100 farmers who are affected by striker, we identify one person who can be the producer for those farmers. So what we do is apply the VIP with the production inputs from Kitawiki. The VIP in turn produces for farmers in the regions. So typically we have one VIP producing for 100 farmers. So this is one of our VIP. Her name is Lilian Makoha. So typically what she makes, she gets a commission for every unit of production. She gets around 54.2 shillings, which translates, if she prepares Kitawiki for a whole acre, it translates to a commission of 867.2 shillings for every acre. So far, since 2021, we've been able to serve over 6,000 farmers in Western Kenya. We train village inoculant producers, then we marketed to farmers and also onboarded some of the partners in the industry in helping us get to reach the farmers. So right now, although the solution called Kitawiki works, it has proven to have a short shelf life, and also according to the producer, it has a complex preparation process. and it has a preparation period of 5 days. So what we are doing right now, we are coming up with a seed coating technology where we coat the seed with the fungus that is used to keep the strike, and the farmers can use it during planting. This seed coating technology will have a longer shelf life, about 2 years. We'll be able to store the coated seed in our growers, and also be able to scale since you're able to supply it to the farmers on order. Yeah. Okay, these are contact in case you have a farmer who is affected or you would like to support us in the journey to zero harm.
Okay, one question from online, 2 questions from the audience. Other participants first. All right, over there at the back. Please stand up, tell us your name, and then give us a question or comment.
I think I have a simple question. My name is Karen. Where do you get to product from? Where do you source it from? Do you make it yourself or do you import it? And I think I have another question to that. Is it organic in some ways, or does it affect or help in the lots and the yes.
Right, as you spoke to the site as we check the last 2 questions. Is there a question online, Alex?
Hi, Nyambura again. Do I need to stand up? Okay. Sorry. So what is Kichawi Hill? You told us what it does, you've not shown us what it is like. Can you like basics for us to never heard about it? Can you tell us like this is what it looks like, you can see it or something like that?
Last question or comments? Okay, Catherine.
Again, to answer the questions here, that's my name is Felix Ora. Do you have a special formula for the Kichawi Hill, especially developed by yourself, or is it a product you buy from the shelf?
As you answer that question, just want to ask you what your line is.
Okay, so I think somehow all the questions are interrelated. Okay, so Kichawi Hill is produced by the Wits. I call them the Wits, meaning the village inoculant producers. So what we do is supply them with inputs, which include a locally sourced fungus. So that means our solution is a bio solution. So we supply them with the fungus. We also supply them with a substrate to grow the fungus. Yeah. So what they do, we supply them with the fungus, then they cook the rice. They cook rice, then they inoculate the fungus in the rice. So within a period of 5 days, it's ready for use by the farmers. Sorry? Rice, like normal rice, but we have a specific type of rice we use. Yeah. Okay, so they inoculate the rice, the fungus in the rice, then it needs to be inoculated for a period of 5 days, after which it is ready for use by the farmer.
Wow, amazing. Let's give her a big round of applause. All right, that's an amazing project, right? Yeah. For the Kenyans, the project is synonymous to the name, right? Okay, for our visitors, Uchawi means witchcraft. Is that what you are thinking about? Okay, she has something to say about that. Right of reply.
So in Western Kenya, when they see the strikers on their farm,
okay, they believe that the farms have been bewitched. So that is the model when we're talking to the farmers, we ask them what happened to your farm. They usually say that the farmers have been bewitched. In other words, in the Swahili word, that's Shambawi Leropa. It means there's a child that came there. So the solution usually tells them you're coming to solve the service that is on your farm. So we are having
Right. That's the antidotes. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the next entrepreneur, time to live and tell them well done. Yeah, you can get the country in Ghana. Like how humans are greeting well done. You wake up in the morning and well done. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Daniel Yin from Spouts of Water in Uganda.
Five minutes. I will try my best to put everything in 5 minutes. Good afternoon, everyone. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't even started yet, but I appreciate it. My name is Daniel, and I'm the CEO of Spouts of Water. Pleasure to be here with you all today. So in Uganda, well done, there are about 48 million people. About 44% of the population just boils their water to drink it, while over 50% of the population just drinks their water untreated, which brings about a lot of waterborne illnesses like typhoid and cholera. I'm sure that we all know about it. It also brings up negative health ramification, productivity, livelihood, and environments. One aspect I always like to focus on is the health aspect. Dirty drinking water is actually the #2 cause of death for children under the age of 5, and that's more than AIDS and malaria. We talked about malaria earlier today. I was listening. So, and all of these trends can be reversed through a sustainable solution, and that's where we come into play. Our mission as an organization is to provide sustainable access to safe drinking water and clean energy to all Africans, and we are scaling quite rapidly. 2 years ago, this was to all Ugandans. Last year, it was to all East Africans. With the way that we're scaling and with the way that we want to go, it changed to all Africans. Something I'm very excited about. Why are we the solution? One, we're effective, convenient, cost-effective, and because we are all three, we are sustainable. And that's what we really focus on as an organization. We want to be as sustainable as possible. And maybe one aspect that I'll touch a little bit more on inside 5 minutes is the cost efficiency. All of our products here, 99% of these products are made locally. So even the plastic receptacles, we bought the machines, we bought all of the machinery and equipment to bring into Uganda to make everything completely sustainable. And this is very helpful during COVID when the supply chain and all that was out of whack. To the right, including myself and then the heart that keeps Spouts running. We have close to 100 years of experience of working in Africa, and we're really excited we're recruiting quite a lot, building up this leadership team to expand our operations all around Sub-Saharan Africa. And most importantly, our impact to date. Our impact to date. Since 2015, since we sold our first filter, we've been able to distribute and sell over 180,000 filters, reaching almost 1 million people. And what I'm really excited about, and this is not time just for this pitch, next month we'll actually be reaching 1 million customers. And that's something I am really excited about. We also had a huge environmental impact as well. We've been able to reduce carbon emissions by over 1 million. And as you know, That's a big topic of discussion right now, the environmental impact, and most importantly, we're also providing meaningful jobs. And we have over 550 employees across Uganda and Rwanda. Our strategy is split into two, and I'll briefly go over this. One is focused on cost leadership. So right now, we're making around 10,000 filters per month. And that's, again, made all manufactured locally. And by the end of Q3 of this year, we aim to produce over 60 to 70,000 filters per month, making our factory of ceramic water filters one of the largest, actually the largest in the world. And that's something that we're really proud to bring to East Africa. And we focus on carbon financing, so carbon credits. Maybe you guys have heard about this before, but we want to distribute as many to rural areas that are we wouldn't really target from a commercial perspective to provide impact where it's needed most. And then we also want to use these investments, use these proceeds to invest back into our commercial operations. Once these carbon credits are here for 5 to 10 years, we want to focus on how we can provide impact in a sustainable way, 10, 20, 30 years from now. And that's where we really invest back into innovation, developing hybrid models where we can sell filters, cook stoves, and everything else. And this leads me to, hopefully, the second floor. This leads us to our 2030 vision. By 2030, we want to be able to have our filter in 5 million households, over 35 million people with long-term access to safe drinking water. We want to provide over 2,500 jobs. We want to reduce carbon emissions by 30 million tons, and we want to be established in 6 different countries. We're looking to establish in about 1 or 2 different new countries just later this year. And then I'll voice this over, but our ask is around $10 million in both equity and debt to help us with our expansion, to help us to diversify our model and be a truly sustainable and impactful organization. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll give you a round of applause and questions. Catherine, this gentleman over here, and the lady at the back. Is there a question from Alex?
Hi guys. You're just a very cool. That yes, and proud to be here. Just wanted to one question. How does the filter actually work? Does it do you put like chemicals inside, or you have like filter that seal away bacteria and all the germs? How does it work in that thing?
Hi everyone, I'm excited about your project because my grandmother still uses the Nyumbu, we call it the ceramic pot. So I also want to understand how that works, and also about the reducing the carbon emissions and buying carbon credits. How's that tied to the My name is Awora Nyumbu. I'm from the Standard Media Group, and I'm also the co-founder of East Africa, which is a visual production. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Gertrude Will, and I'm just wondering, is there something special about the soils in Uganda? I think the same soils are in Kenya. So can we come for a TOT on that side and do the same here?
All right, thank you very much. Those questions.
Great question. So let me just answer how does the filter work? One, it's like a physical filtration system. It's like it's okay. So you pour in any type of water and it blocks out all bacteria, all parasites. And sorry. Not that technical. It's not reverse osmosis, but it's like a physical filtration system, right? Where there's microscopic pores throughout the whole filter. And it's like, we call it in Nsua, I think you call it like a clay pot. It's something that's very unique in Uganda and rural areas, but there are microscopic pores that blocks and kills all the bacteria and parasites from going through. And this is something that, we've perfected, and it took us about 3 years to perfect. The R&D process started back in 2012. We had very humble beginnings. We were living at a chicken farm with 200 chickens where our factory was, and then also where we were doing the R&D work. right? So it took about 3 years to really develop that product, and that's why in 2015, we sold our first filter. And since then, we've distributed over 180,000 throughout sub-Saharan Africa, and we've tested with Ministry of Water in Nigeria, RSV in Rwanda, Ministry of Water and Environment in Ministry of Water in Tanzania, Ministry of Water in Uganda, and WHO. And we are coming in, yeah. And then there was another. Oh yeah, the carbon credit. So we go to rural areas, very urban, or even urban areas in Uganda. What's the most common method of treating your water? It's boiling, right? So you're using firewood, you're using charcoal, which is emitting carbon into the atmosphere. So with our product, we no longer need to boil your water, right? You just pour the water in untreated, and then you have safe and clean drinking water and safe storage for your family. So because we're able to reduce the amount of fuel, we're able to receive carbon credits. And I think a lot of presentations have been talking about differentiation, which is very important. What differentiates Spout is that we've actually been able to collect these carbon credits since 2019. So we're one of the few organizations that are able to do that, but then also scale up that. And that's been a huge catalyst for our growth and how we're going to be able to reach a 2030 vision of 5 million houses. I forgot the third one. Oh, it's oh yeah, the soil is in Kenya, and we are starting our expansion, our business development progress to see which countries we're going to go to next, and Kenya is definitely one of the ones on the top of the list. So thank you guys.
All right, thank you very much. You should have contacts and bank accounts, okay? All right. Are you guys getting excited? Yeah? I hope you have your checkbooks ready, your lawyers on speed dial for due diligence. There are a lot of exciting businesses to invest in here. All right? Very good. Next country, okay, next, has 2 words for a name. Really, Cote d'Ivoire, Mozambique, South Africa, South Sudan, Kenya, Tanzania. Tanzania is like 2 words. It's too long. Tanganyika. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, our next entrepreneur is Yaya Agbo from Sierra Leone. What's likely the best guy in the room?
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Agbo, as mentioned already. I'm from Sierra Leone, very small country. With a population almost equal to the capital of Kenya. We have a population of 7.5 million people. 2.7 million lack access to clean water and sanitation services. 40% of the rural population. Communities fetch water through boreholes, ponds, and rivers. So issues of cholera, other waterborne diseases are playing the lives of many Sierra. So as water, we provide safe water and we provide sanitation. How? We construct boreholes. Using simple technologies like chemists. We also sell ceramic water filters to households. Our total market size is 650,000 households. 450 are in need of water filters, and 200,000 are in need of wells and latrines. Since 2020, we drilled 2,500 boreholes, constructed 1,900 latrines, in 130 communities, impacting over 5,000 people. Our goal is to reach 500,000 addition to what we've done in another 100 communities, in boreholes, latrines, and water basins. This is one of our customers that we serve with the borehole, the filter, and the latrine and the lamp. In terms of competition, we have big drilling companies and local oil gas and technicians. But our own products are affordable for local customers. They are easy to use, and we also ensure we provide training on this maintenance. Somebody mentioned sustainability in one of the presentations, and that's why we ensure sustainability. And we don't just consult the rules and actions and leave, but we also follow up with after-sales services. So our revenue model, we construct wells, latrines, and sell water filters, but we also have what we refer to as project sales. There are NGOs that want to provide subsidized services, we cooperate with them to provide wells and latrines in communities. We use community engagement, we do retail and wholesale, and we also use social media to market our products. Our expected revenue target for the next 3 years in 2023, we want to achieve $150,000. In 2024, $650,000 and $800,000 by 2025. Our ask is a year of 250 in either grant or equity to fund event repurchase operational costs for the next 3 years. This will allow us to expand into more districts and grow our revenue from 195,000 to 800,000 by 2025 and provide clean drinking water to 150,000 people. This is the team, myself, the technical manager, and our accountant. Thank you.
We have about 5 minutes. We are allowed to take at least 4 questions. You guys are making my work as it's very difficult. I'm going to be looking for the new question 4. Yeah, at the back there. So we'll come back to the 2 if there are other questions.
Yes, my name is Jairo. What is the EMAS technology?
The EMAS technology. Another question?
My name is Mark from Kenya Climate Ventures. You've mentioned 3 channels that you're trying to use to reach your customers. Which is the most effective one and which is the least effective one? And what are some of the steps that you need to address that?
I don't remember your name, I'm sorry. So to kind of, so kindly, I have a question about your numbers. So first you told us that your market share is 650,000 households, right? And then you told us that you reached 45,000 right now, and you want to reach 500,000 more. In my basic math, there's 100,000 houses left. What about that? What about those? And even in your answers, right, your numbers are different. Can you make sure that like all your numbers are similar? And you tell us now which one it is that you want to reach.
Last question from front here.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a really good presentation and a very noble intention. My name is Frank Masindet. I'm a resident sales expert based here at Sandbox. My question is about the boreholes that you do and also the pit latrines. I think Kenya, some parts of Kenya are still there at that level, but some other areas of Kenya have also gone a little further ahead. And the challenge with the boreholes is that after some time, in part of the climate change and changes the weather, some rivers are drying up. And that will also happen in Sierra Leone, this part of the world. And some of those boreholes that you drill will dry up. What is the strategy going forward to ensure that you have adequate water for these communities that you support?
All right, please give us answers.
So let me start with the numbers. The numbers I'm referring to are population, not household. So one household will constitute on average 7 to 12, depending on so that's in terms of numbers. Then the question that has to do with MS technology, of course, is a technology developed by German, and it's used for self-supply. It's manual drilling, you don't use machines. As you can see from this photo, this is how it drill until they hit water. It can go up to 40, 50, or even 60 meters. Yes. And they don't follow, in addition to the function of the axe, we don't follow the upper aquifer, or we follow the aquifer where water flows always. Yes, I know it can, at some point, that aquifer can reduce, but that's why when we drill wells, for example, if the depth of the well is about 40 meters, we ensure that maybe 10 to 15 meters is where you have an aquifer. So even if there are issues of drought, we still have water at the bottom of some communities. Then the question that has to do with the marketing channels. We use community engagement because we are promoting self-supply. Just for communities, we engage them, also village savings and those things. We are in communities, we support them to get set up the structure, the raise funds, then we go and do the distribution. Have I answered all the questions? Okay, thank you.
Serving from Uganda Bank costs how different are your particular things from the local ones in the areas of operation?
So to avoid contamination of the aquifer, we do have to go on elevated batteries. Elevated batteries, you just dig like this, from this side, from one foot at this, then we do like cement wall. And the bottom of the bit is big. When it is full, there is an outlet at the back where you just dig at the back, you pour water, and you have a new structure. By the time you have a new latrine, basically, if the one constructed is big. It's like, yes, I have pictures. I don't think they are here. We actually
all right, thank you very much. Please have a seat. Thank you very much. There is exercising his right to keep the time. I really apologize for many people who have had questions but have not been able to ask them. But we must go to another country. Remember, I want to go to Germany, right? And this German, they keep time. That was the story. Yeah, that's the story. I can't miss the plane. Hello, guys. Yeah, we are going back to Elda. And I think, yes. So if you're an entrepreneur from Well Done, just know I'm about to call your name. This time I'm going to call Grace Muhumuza, I know farm in Uganda. Is that Grace? I should be careful what I say. Okay, let's give a big round of applause.
Look good for us. So I'm called Moses Grace. I come from Uganda. My colleague from Malawi had almost the same idea, but this is Uganda, the product is very well. It is an extension application, providing farmers with information on crops and livestock, and also providing them with access to other inputs that they are going to see. In Uganda, there is almost 1.5 million refugees, with 40% of those being in West Nile. This has brought an influx on food. So there's a deficit of food available for the people in Uganda, in West Nile and Uganda at large. So this brings food insecurity. There's also the ratio of farmer to extension worker is around 1 to 1,800, as you can see. So it takes relatively longer time for an extension worker to reach the farmer. So the farmer ends up relying on information from other farmers who are reliable. We are also solving a problem of inadequate distribution of agri-foods. Most agri-leaders are located in towns, so this makes it possible or near impossible for farmers in rural areas that we work with to assist our inputs in time and to overcome their problems. As you may already know, there's climate change over seen by the erratic rainfall patterns, and we are trying to also tackle this. So what are we doing as INFARM? We are empowering smallholder farmers in Uganda with the information and resources to help tackle this problem. So this is our product. Hope you can see from behind. Our product provides provides high quality information from livestock. This information is available in 3 languages. One language is English, which is our national language in Uganda, and then also Arabic. And I have said things from South Sudan, but I missed time. The app also is accessible online. I don't think I've managed that. Because you download that, you can easily access the app offline without internet. So that's all the problem of data and network. So there is an issue in the application. So farmers have got the app and order for our inputs, and they are delivered to their destinations and farms where they started going to the shops. Also, NGOs can order our inputs for their beneficiaries through the application, and we also relate on their behalf and we take to the farmers. These are the pictures of the application. The interface looks like this. The first one is where you log in. Those are the value chains. Some of the value chains we have. And then, like I said, we have videos. The last one, number 4, shows the videos. So farmers can check the videos or read text or listen to the audio. The market, we have a total of approximately 1.2 million US dollars market available for us. And on this, 487,500 is what we can reach, but at the moment we can only work on 8,650 US dollars worth of market. We did a study and compared ourselves with our competitors. So to the left, that is INFARM, our product, and to the right, that is our competitor. So we found that INFARM is relatively heavy quality information, like I said, brought by Ugandans, and it is affordable. You don't have to spend on data all the time, and this is a use. So we found that relatively INFARM is a better product to use for extension services. How do we make money? We make money from NGOs, mostly contribute 68% by paying for agro inputs on the application, and then also for farmers ordering directly through the app for agro inputs. We also deliver legal clinics and consultations on behalf of NGOs to the beneficiaries. There is content on the application, and NGOs can always work with us, partner with us to new content and value chains for their beneficiaries. We have also advertising for agro leaders and an organization. So every 10,000 we make, it trickles down to profit of around 2,000 US dollars. So you can see elephant is very good for business. So far we have 20,000 users, and I hope to reach around 70,000 users by 2025, as we shall see the next slide. And we have raised so far external funding of 60,000. That is in coordination with the funding from the VHS that has developed the product. Then we have value chains on the application, and so far revenue made through streams of valuation is around 15,000 US dollars. Thank you. That is
so then keep scrolling the slides as we take some questions from the audience. Right, the same people. Now we are going to process. The other people, we are going to ask for a refund of the food. All right, we here.
Hi, Amber again. Forgetting to stand up. Apologies. My question is, why aren't you reaching the market? I didn't slow down the numbers, you went very fast. But why aren't you reaching the entire available market? Why are you reaching, like, what is it? Was it even 10%? I mean, it's like pretty low. So why aren't you, what's it not there?
My question was, then my second one was, one of the things about agricultural information is relevant. Yes, you can put the information in there, but it's not relevant to me because every district has its own patterns. And the way I rear my chickens in district A is not the way I rear chickens in district B. For you, agricultural information, you said is quality, that we offer quality information. But how relevant is the content that you give it? And how do you, what's the turnaround table of making sure that it's always on point?
Okay, last question here.
Ask about, ask about the levels of the information, but ask about the reachability. As in the audience, and the audience is the farmer, that is the person who targets the information. And given I want to believe Uganda and Kenya, rural parts, they relate. And one thing I've realized is the fact that as much as you may have reform, as much as you may want to give out this information, the literacy is a factor that we still need to find. So my question is, how do these people actually get that information? How do you get the information to them? Are you sure that when you send that SMS, for instance, on the internet, that information actually gets to that point? That would be my question. How you have a plan, you have like this, there are people who actually go on the ground and get the information to people, and then you get the paper. I don't know, but I really want to take it from that front.
Okay, thank you. I'll start with you. Yours is a bit harder, but so I know we have a team, a content committee that works on the content. So they sit and they have before that we have first got the farmers check what they need, the value chain they're interested in. Then we see the content committee sits and comes with a content. We have a partnership with a research organization, a university, the region. So we sit with them and come up with a content, then the government satisfies it. So that also answers the question, the real ones. And then the content is presented in the local language so that people are able to read and understand. And like I told you, some people don't read, so they listen to audio. Others don't want audio, they want video. Others don't want video, they see it audio. Yeah. And then your question, why are we not reaching everyone? At the moment, we are constrained because in Uganda we have many languages, and so far we have only 3. So that is the invitation for us. That's why we're not reaching everyone. But like I'm saying, we have an ask here, but it's just
Very, very clever. Very, very clever, right? So, you can start with it, well done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you really write checks and invest. Have you seen businesses that you think, I think I want a stake in this business? Yeah? I want to take a risk, I want to support. Have you seen businesses that you want to mentor? Have you seen businesses that you want to learn something from? Yeah, they're doing something in the evening, you want to learn something from them. Good, so we are coming to the last business, and this business is also from Uganda. And yes, I'm very, I do owe you an apology, I'm very sorry that I assumed your name mentioned a lady. I apologize. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. You can also make the same mistake. You don't go have the mic. Yeah. I choose to continue. As I was saying, I'm going to call the next presenter, who is called Paul Zake of AgriShare from Uganda. Let's give a man now. Give a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Paul Zake, and I'm managing director of AgriShare Uganda. We need to platform for farmers fire and agricultural sources. By the way, do you know how much more food we require to feed the world by 2050? We need 60% more food. And that's for 10 billion people. But there is a challenge. There is no production of agriculture within the rural areas, within the farmers. With low production means low yield, low income, food security. Everywhere actually in the activities. And the hope is in one aspect, the smaller farmers. That's another hope. But our hope, the smaller farmers, they don't have access to agricultural sources. They don't have access to irrigation farms. They don't have access to land. They don't have access to tractors. They don't have access to easy collection from workers. But on the other end, if you come from maybe Nairobi or America, you will see idle land. The same applies to Uganda. If you come from Kampala to Kubu, you see idle land. There are some resources which are underutilized, and that's how AgriShare comes in. To connect the farmers to the agricultural sources, but in an innovative way. Through AgriShare app, available on funds. Now you can start downloading. There's also a portal where farmers can access the agricultural sources. But in addition, we know some farmers are not yet digital. That's why we as well use the agents and the call center. You might be wondering, which services are these? Tractors, irrigation, land, farm workers. These are the services the farmers want. And hi, the market is big. You know, there are over 30 million smallholder farmers in Africa, over 5 million smallholder farmers in Uganda. For us, we just want to target the 2.5 million farmers. And you just why that's that, because you are the thing. In a year, we get about $84 from the farmer with a prospect of 67%. If you multiply 84 and 2.5 was a country, that's about $205 billion each year. And how do we make money? Of course, we have two channels, like the red one. We partner with the owners. Then, if you want a doctor, we're going to do the person and earn a commission. That's one of them. There are those occasions when there are not enough agricultural people, then we get 100% of the revenue, and then we, of course, use that. We are not the only ones in the market, of course, because the business is booming, the business is big, but we are different. We provide a variety of resources. We are more reliable. we as well operate both digital and offline. And in addition, the function is big. 70,000 farmers last year, now we are reaching farmers, both digital and online. And in addition, we are making a social market. Farmers are activating digital. They are able to plow more, grow more, collect from workers, and most importantly, they increase in income over 14.5% at the moment. We don't want even to double these farmers' income as we go on. That's why we're asking for investment. Just $190,000 with the hope that the 50% will be able to get agricultural equipment so we put to market and buy the loan for it. The next part so is March. So it's really timely. We need this forecast, we need this equipment, so we go and solve the demand which is already seen. But we are still know as we scale, technology is very important, 50% in the technology. And that what they will come out very important. That's why we are built in the marketing budget, which is 25%. We have a best team in preparing works. We also have the skills in marketing and sales. They are passionate, they get it. They are okay and looking single. You are seeing your and the revenue will be grown very rapidly. Thank you so much. These are my products. Don't believe if you don't get opportunity to ask, don't believe to ask. We are also available on Facebook, social media platform. I will share Uganda. Focus. Let us take it again together and also support that if you can invest this direction. Thank you.
So if you can invest in that, you have questions. As we have questions for you.
Mine is not a question as such, but it's a comment that we like to say. My name is Eunice Barasa. I'm a social entrepreneur. I run a social business called Lima Farms and Foods. I'm just wondering, how come the discussions or any talks around food security are always centered around maize and wheat and probably rice, and that is the only time that our governments will start worrying and saying we don't have food. I want to get to that point where we will all get worried when we realize that we don't have enough vegetables available. And what strategies are we doing so that we can have vegetables available in between seasons, considering that they are highly perishable in the wake of climate change? Well, that's what I do. I'm involved in vegetable preservation. Thank you.
Hey again, I'm sorry if this is my voice. So have you started working with Grow Intelligent? They make data for smallholder farmers. We have a called Grow for Good. I work with them, and they can tell you. I don't work with them anymore. This is past tense. They can tell you what plants are most suitable for which farm, and they have data from all of the places they work with the UN. So if you look into working with them, they're very connected to smallholder farmers. Every farmer again. Grow Intelligent is going to help you. You should invest more than 15% in technology, because what you're looking at right now is technology towards the farmers. You're not looking outwards. Why is it your market share? Why are you selling to international farmers? Everywhere in the West, they're obsessed with organic farming, and I'm pretty sure most of your farmers are doing organic farming because you're working with rural farmers, aren't you? So you need to look outside. You have to go to the technology markets in money, and you look outside to study. Because the agricultural resources right now are limited for the farmers. So then how are you selling? The market is very, very huge. You have access. Yeah, that was the question. Why aren't you working with international purchases? My name is a word on the Sorry?
Hey, my name is Albert. Producer in Standard Media Group and also co-founder of Takes and stuff.
I think we cannot talk about anything today without technology, that's why we have 25% that. But as we listen to these innovations, we cannot help to hear again that our farmers are not technology savvy. So what are you using your 25% for to have that gap in here?
Dowry houses, which categories of people are you targeting? And how long does it take for you to gain the trust of your current clients?
Okay, thanks so much for asking. I start with things. Yeah, this mentioned she's a vegetable farmer, and how can we boost more, especially when it comes to the people who rice in the yard, right? So that's the thing. And I think we shall also be stepping up in Kenya soon, because you see, our share will provide irrigation farms. That's we also know not just irrigation farms, we also avail solar irrigation farms for area. So that farmers can just use the solar energy and be able to irrigate their crops. Yes, you did mention on impacts. Yeah, you mentioned about the potential partnership with the grown taking. Yes, after business card record there, it are connecting so that can also use that data. And also how you also emphasize the need to invest more in the technology. We have taken steps for the technology. Now we build the 15% and bigger, but also with the technology is moving in the past. So we also be making more fundraising grounds of the center, and we will be able to expand our technology. Our work is on the channels, the channels where we reach these farmers, that's very true. We find that we have options, of course. We have a share app, we have a web portal, farmers who are digital smart. But we also know the farmers in the rural areas are not yet digital smart. That's why we use the call center and as well the agents. So the marketing, we have targeted marketing for the rural farmers, which are going to be cost effective and also bring the exact income it comes to price farmers. So we know where these farmers are, the smaller farmers, which also answer the question. We target a progressive smaller farmer, a farmer who wants 5 months and be moving forward. That is good.
Thank you very much for that question. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for all our entertainers. So, my first time to ever consult for a business, and those who know me know that this is like my favorite story, because for me it's a hallmark of where my journey of working with startups and entrepreneurs was. I was 17 years old, and I sat down with this business that was catering, and we developed a sales strategy, and the sales strategy we developed helped that business make $2,000 back then. That was in 1993. Yeah. And if you want to hear such stories from me and from other people, we are going to network and the books, right? Okay, so I'll have amazing stories to share with you. So just come around and I'll tell you my story and my passion about supporting startups. Now, we've gone through all the entrepreneurs, and that means that we are coming to the end of the first phase and the first interaction, or like we like to say here in Kenya, the formal part of our ceremony. Even our president normally gives the official speech. The official speech, he says, not the ones I was written for, but my own stories. So you sort of come to the end of the formal part, but the part that is informal, we're going to have fun, we're going to exchange ideas, is now just about to begin. That part is going to be downstairs. So now we have another setting where we can have some cocktail tables, some fresh air, some drinks. So we're going to the ground floor. Our ushers will be at the door, led by Kathleen, who will show you. Because we are many and the lifts are 2, I'm going to encourage you to use the stairs. Sorry? Or they go by room, then they use the lifts. Yeah? It's never that serious. You can either go by door and use the lifts, or you can go down the stairs together and you can be able to have cocktail and just have a nice catch and slowly have off the cuff interactions. Right? Are we excited? Yeah. Good. Touch your neighbor and say, well done. Before we go, yes, before we go, we still have to have some closing remarks to the session. And it gives me great pleasure to invite to the stage from W. I have to keep checking. WHH, just so I don't get it wrong. I'd like to invite Lucy to come and give us some closing remarks from WHH. Before Lucy starts, so you stand up so that I can confirm it. It's a woman. Please give us a close one. You can start in the center because I'm not using the PowerPoint. Okay. All right, just give Lucy a big round of applause.
Actually, he has already done the job that I was supposed to do, which is to usher you to the next event. But my name is Lucia Gore. I am from WHH, well, from the Kingston. I'm Kenyan, and I can say this. And from the innovation team. And this October, I just wanted to thank all of you for making the time to come here and listen to all the different features. Isn't it exciting to stay inspired and innovational ideas from an NGO point of view with a good impact focus? So I think that's quite exciting. So thank you all for coming. And we usually say in Kenya, all protocols observed. I was going to thank the Kenya Country Office for putting together a showcase where countries can all come together to Kenya, we're known for hospitality. So just showcasing 6 countries in our home country is very good. Thank you to the Sandbox team for hosting us and all the different entrepreneurs who are here and all the persons who came at the venue and the MC for a good job. Thank you to our partner, Shora, who have come all the way, and it takes a lot to host an event in Kenya, but this in Uganda. So really thank you, Joaquin, Samantha, and the whole team, Ambrose and everyone else. I also want to thank my fellow colleagues who I stand here on behalf of the WHH team. You see me here, but we come from far and wide. We have people from Uganda, from Spain, from Germany, India, Shivani, Ivory, my colleague Ken. So thank you all for making all this happen. It was a full joint effort. And to the social entrepreneurs who are counting to come and touch base with our social entrepreneurs. I know there's a lot of value that anyone can offer them just to help them in this journey from their experts from Campus Sudan. Who are social entrepreneurs, we are so proud. Thank you for all the wonderful pictures, guys. Give them another round of applause. Here and then executing and come and stand in front of people and showcase. So well done for that. So we're so proud. And finally, the digital team, Alex and the team, Howard, who was also here, and everyone else for actually listening. So I know you have so many questions, and as you said, we have a networking event. So feel free to ask, write checks. Jacob, all the questions, the word is up in Zoli and Malawi, and just generally to each other. So thank you so much.
Please stay. Okay, so I'm just to have a very meaningful networking session. So not just open-ended, meaningful so that you come out of here, you really have a good interaction. So I'm going to give us 3 instructions that will help us with having a good networking. So the first one is you have every permission from the Sandbox, from the hosts, from yourself, and from everyone here to talk to anyone. All right? Okay? You have every permission to talk to anyone. Is that right? Can I hear a big yes? Good. So you have every permission to talk to anyone. Now, the second one is I'd like all the people from WHH to come and stand right here in front. WHH people. All right. These are our hosts, and they have said they want to explore options and they want to explore options and they want to explore partnerships, right? So I want to single them out so that you can see them, right? Okay, so when you go and sort of think you have something to offer, you have something to say, please look for them, right? They'll come here to network and to connect with you. So you have enough business cards. Okay? You have phones, very good. So they have phones that they have enough business cards. Please feel free to network with them. You may have your seats. Okay, you see them? All right. And then, as they always say, the president speaks last, right? Why does the president speak last? Because it's the protocol, right? So I'd like all the entrepreneurs to come. Because this is their event. This is not our event. This is the entrepreneurs' event. So all the entrepreneurs who been up here, please come to the front. This is the event. So we've observed the protocols. Now we're inviting the presidents to come. Let's give them a big round of applause. You guys know how we do that in the right? So how do that with the regular? So what I want you guys to do is, once again, you tell us your name, your country, and your business. Because I want all these guys to remember you, right? So you're gonna checkbooks. Your checkbooks, you write check and invest. Or at least ask questions, offer advice, offer mentorship. And for some of you who can't offer your questions, this time networking, they'll have drinking blood and a bit of alcohol. So their time will be loose. Anyway, your name. So ask your country, your name, and then the name of your business and what it does. That's that.
Thank you. Uganda is the name of the country. Uganda is the name of the country. Yeah, and the product is called end of an application, and I'm called Mohammed Zawres Mustafa. Yeah. I get the chance of marketing. I'm called Mohammed Zawres, also called Mustafa. I come from Uganda, and the product is called end of an.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. Uganda, Daniel Yin is my name. Company name is Spouts of Water, and we manufacture and distribute ceramic water filters and cook stoves and other impact-driven products. Thank you.
Hello again. Kenya is the country. My name is Lilian Nkanda. Tupi company in Kakamega. So I forgot to mention earlier, we are looking at a funding of, we are looking for a funding of $75,000 for registration and taking the seed coating technology to market. Thank you.
Yes, my name I'm Paul Zaki, and Zaki means fire in Uganda. What does it mean? Fire. Okay, my company is AgriShare. It comes from agricultural sharing because we share agricultural resources like tractors, irrigation pumps, processing equipment, farm workers, and hand. This is the thing. Now, our program, you can buy a tractor and send it to Uganda, and this is on AgriShare with your money.
Yes. I haven't got enough business cards, so come with it up, come with it.
Thank you. My name is Reno. Country is Zimbabwe, United States dollars. That's the currency, currently without defined currency. We are working to link farmers to the markets, viable markets. We're also doing a lot of validation and processing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Hello, once again. Country is Sierra Leone. Name is Congo. Company for short is Wansa. We construct wells our trees and promote water use. Yeah.
Good afternoon once again. I'm Jacob Enga from Malawi. We are serving up. We, as she was already said, I think we shared it from them. But we have the chance to make the residents. We are looking for final outreach, restaurants, support us, like we can stay around business and reach out to a lot of the little farmers. So if you are out there, you want to support us, be able to win. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone again. For me, again, my name is Madhav Kagera. Our company is Wonderful and Great. Our company is Vanda Plantation Culture, produces horticulture crop and qualified village forests. Thank you very much.
All right. So the thing remains standing is when you go down to the work for the cocktail, congratulate them, give them a pat on the back, and ask them about their businesses. If you can make an investment, make an investment. If you can make a connection, make a connection. If you can offer a word of advice, offer a word of advice. The reason why we have the cocktail is so that we can be able to talk, really engage, and inform. And now for our last act, I'm going to ask you to stand up and give our entrepreneurs a standing ovation for the amount of work done. But the reason why we are here today, all right, guys. Thank you very much, guys. As I said before, our networking and coaches are downstairs. You may leave comfortably, no rushing. If you must use the lift, please wait and they are upstairs. Okay, photo sessions. It's time for you to be famous. Must be famous. What's your first? So we will see, I will see.